The Broncos have unveiled their brand new away strip for 2026 and 27. And it's not just another kit drop. This one reaches back into club history, taps into one of the most influential figures to ever walk through Red Hill, and brings a one-off jersey from 2010 straight back into the modern era. This isn't just a colour change. This isn't just a refresh. This is the club deliberately pulling a thread from its past and stitching it into its future. And today, we're going to break it all down. G'day legends, and welcome back to the Old School Broncos podcast, the show where we talk history, context, culture, and everything that makes this club what it is today. So we're looking at the newly revealed 26-27 away jersey, a strip that's already sparking conversation across Bronxnation. But rather than jump straight into the opinions or reactions, I want to take a step back and walk through the actual story behind this design, the rules around when the club can update jerseys, and why this particular throwback exists in the first place. Then, at the end, I'll give you my personal perspective. But until then, it's all facts, context, and the full picture so you can make your own call. To understand this jersey, you've got to go back to 2010. In 2010, the Broncos wore a one-off tribute jersey to Cyril Connell, arguably one of the most important people in club history, who never actually played for the Broncos. Was small in stature, but enormous with his impact. He was Wayne Bennett's eyes and ears for the next generation. He was the talent whisperer. He was a bloke who could spot future greatness before anyone else knew the kid's name. A huge chunk of the club's success, especially through the 90s and 2000s, can be traced directly back to Cyril Connell's recruitment. The tribute jersey they wore in 2010 was simple. Navy base, white hoops around the middle, a very traditional, old school rugby league feel. And appropriately, the players wearing it in the imagery included two of Connell's own findings, Ben Hunt and Andrew McCullough. It was never meant to be a long-term kit. It was a nod, out of respect, to a giant of the club after his passing. But collectors loved it, and inside Bronco history circles, it's still one of those niche but meaningful pieces. Fast forward to now. The Broncos have brought that design back. Not as a one-off, but as the official away strip for two full NRL seasons. The 2026-2027 away kit keeps the core of that Cyril Connell tribute. Deep navy base, white hoops, clean traditional lines. But now, with a touch of maroon on the sleeve to tie it into the club's identity, the new Broncos logo proudly locked in place, modern fabric, cut and detailing. It's unmistakably a throwback, but clearly adapted for this era. There's a practical piece to this too. The NRL has strict rules. Jerseys must be kept for 2 seasons. The home jersey was refreshed in 2025, so under the rules, that stays the same for 26. The away strip, though, was due for renewal, and this is the one they chose. It also marks the first time in years that Brisbane have moved away from the traditional white away jersey. Historically, white is the safe option. The easy clash solution, no dramas. But now, we've got a navy away strip, and this is where things get interesting. A navy away strip is bold, but it also raises some very real logistical issues. Away jerseys exist for one reason: avoid clashes. For the Broncos home strip is maroon, a dark colour already, and the new navy strip, also dark. So in 26 and 27, Broncos fans can expect to see alternative strips pop up when we play the Cowboys, the Storm, the Panthers, possibly Manly, and the Roosters. All clubs with dark home colours. The NRL approving a dark-on-dark rotation is unusual, but it means the Broncos will almost certainly need 1 or 2 additional clash strips across the next 2 seasons. So if you're a jersey collector, your bank account has just started sweating. Now that the facts and context are laid out, here's where I land on it. I understand what the club is trying to do. When you change the logo, when you shift the look and feel of the brand, reaching back into history can steady the ship. It's familiar, it's respectful, it's grounding, and the Cyril Connell tribute, is a meaningful piece of Broncos history. But, and this is my honest take, it's still a niche piece. A beloved one, sure, but niche nonetheless. It was never a mainstream Broncos look. It never represented the club broadly. It was a respectful one-off. If we had this jersey on in 2025 when we lifted the trophy, would the fan base have been happy seeing a navy blue jersey? Not maroon, gold and white, but navy in all the premiership photos? I don't think so. Those colours are our identity. They're our fabric. It's who we are. This move feels like another moment where the marketing team is trying to push boundaries when the fan base is crying out for consistency. History is great, but the Broncos' history is built on maroon, gold and white, and the unmistakable look we've had for over 38 years. The navy tribute is meaningful, but as a full-time away strip for 2 whole seasons, it feels off-brand. Not disastrous, not offensive, just not us. But that's just my view. I'm keen to hear yours. Does the history outweigh the colour shift? Does the Cyril Connell connection make it worthwhile? Or do you want the Broncos looking like the Broncos every time they run out anywhere? Let me know. And as always, thank you for tuning in to the Old School Broncos podcast, where the history matters, the details matter, and the colours absolutely matter. This is the Old School Broncos podcast. Let's go, Broncos.